Alrighty, so I'm going to try to capture putting the battery back on. So you reverse the steps to put it back on, which is to say you connect the positive terminal first and the negative terminal last. I'm going to put on my new favorite product, some dielectric grease into the battery, or into the bolt that connects the positive terminal. Just working that around right now. And again, if anybody is aware that this is a terrible, terrible idea and you should not be putting this grease on the battery connector, please let me know. Put on my sweet mechanic gloves. They've got some rubber. They're rubber, so it makes me feel like I can't get electrocuted. I've heard that the electrical work is really stressful, but I actually find it way less stressful than taking apart the engine, as an example. So let's see, yeah, you can see that there, so I'm just going to set that in. You know what? I might even put some dielectric grease on that puppy. Where is that thing there? But I definitely won't put it on both connectors, I guess, because I don't want to connect it under power and then electrocute myself. Wouldn't be good. So make sure it's nice and snug. Bolt goes on there. And tighten until you can't. Look how easy that goes on with my dielectric grease. Oh, almost used my towel that's protecting my negative charge there. I don't know if that would have done anything bad, but just wiping away any excess. And this is, again, this is the Porsche part. Now, I think it would probably be easier to use a socket wrench, but I don't have one. I'm wondering if that grease that I put on now is making it so that, oh shit. I wonder if that grease that I put on is making it so that the connection is too loose, but we'll see. No, that's pretty tight. I was worried that I'm bending it, but it looks fine. It's nice and tight. let's go around here. Take a peek at the negative pole. So that goes there, that goes on top, and then the bolt connects it. Make sure that it has the washer. And tighten. That sound freaks me out. That's like my speakers. I don't know what the hell is going on there. That's all she wrote there. Perfect. Easy. Now we'll check the car, and hopefully everything still freaking works. And then I won't have to bring in my car into a $7,000 maintenance. And in vraiment noob sauce fashion, I'm going to literally show you guys how to put everything back into place. By the way, I absolutely love the mechanic gloves that I picked up. They're like light, but they're like got this rubber on them, so it's tactile. I can feel what's going on, and I don't get my hands dirty, which is nice. So this panel here is the original Porsche panel. You put it side down first against those little pieces there. And then at the very end, there is this piece that secures it back into place. Crap, forgot to put the spare tire on. So actually that goes first. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not good. That's a tight fit for sure. That was the piece that fell out there. Thinking maybe it goes in like this. Yes, probably. What are we impacting? That is a lot of work. Just no joke there. I wonder if that's because this is partially inflated or something. It does look like it's got some air in it. Okay. It definitely looks like it has some air. I'm wondering if that's what's going on here. I'm going to get a little pin and see if I can let out some of that air. Alrighty. Whew! So no air was in it, or at least no air that I could let out. All I did to get that in there was first put it on that side, and then standing on the other side of the car, I just pushed the tire in on that side over here, and then it gave me enough space to push it down. There we go. Take the bolt, came out of that, hand tighten. I'm personally not going to tighten this more than hand tight, just because if I'm ever in a jam, actually, you know what, I am going to tighten it. Maybe just a touch so it doesn't move around. Let me guess, different size, right? Yes. Again, this is the Porsche parts. Thank you for giving me the tools that I need in order to get to the battery and disconnect the battery. Good call. I think that should about do it. I'm not going to tighten that. I might even loosen that a touch, just for sake. That definitely won't. It was hand tight before. Alrighty. Alrighty. So I've got the Fat Noise machine connected to my stereo. So that's what that is. Back to the original step here, which is to put this in, as I showed you before. And then that's how it goes over. Beauty. Look at that. Like a glove. Alrighty. Get rid of all the stuff in the trunk. I won't show you how to put the carpet back in, because if you can't figure that out, I can't help you. Alrighty, so I'm going to check the voltage here. I've reconnected the battery, as you know. And how you set up your voltmeter, pretty straightforward. I still had to YouTube it to make sure. The red connection goes into the volt. You can see the V that's right there for volts. Black goes into the black port in the center. You turn it on more volts than you think you'll need, so the idea is that you can start at the top and then work your way down. So it shouldn't be more than 200 volts. And red is the positive, so I'm going to put that on the red, and then the black's on the black. And I have power going to it. Going to reduce. Yep, perfect. So I've got some volts. If I test on the door, I've got nothing. Beauty. Almost 12 volts. So this is the moment of truth. I've reconnected the battery and I'm going to start up the car to see what's what. I'm assuming my stereo won't work because I disconnected the battery, but hopefully I don't get hit up with all a bunch of crap. It's alive! Does it work? shit. On. Code. Perfect. I know how to fix that. Beauty!